Hello guys and welcome to a new video of me, TrueMoon. I'm finally back and playing Blade and Soul again, the best game I have ever played since ages. I waited for this for 4 whole years. I played on the Russian server before, from where you probably know my videos that I made off. And yeah, let's start right into it. This time I'm gonna show you how to solo stuff as assassin, since a lot has changed with the skill tree, with the skill set. You cannot do hard step like you used to do, but instead you have a new skill that has even greater damage to it, but doesn't allow you to be invisible as long as the other one did. Now let's dig into my skill set. You will see I have 4 points in hard step. Like, this is still one of the most important skills you use. While you're invisible you can use it again. The fourth one makes it only so that focus is not used too much, like 3 focus. Instead of 3 you have 2, so you lose 2 focus while using this skill. Then a very important skill right down is on the F. That's the lightning crash. The lightning crash deals damage every time you make a one hard step. While you're invisible you can use the skill, and these is a good damage, and on top of that it recovers 1 focus, which is really important. So you use 2 focus with hard step and recover 1 with this spell, and it deals damage. So that's like free damage there that you get, plus hard step and plus the focus recovery. It's insane amount of damage you can deal in a really short period of time. Let's go right down to the next one. You will see you have there the stealth. I have 3 points in stealth, just cause in this dungeon you have people that can actually NPCs that can force grab you, choke you, or even aerial combo you. So you want to have this to get out of the combo of the enemies. We go down to Shadow Dash. It's a really important skill. I put 3 points into it because first it makes you dash much faster, and you need that so the enemies don't see you. And second, with 3 points the cooldown goes down to 6 seconds from 9 seconds. That means in 6 seconds you can stay invisible for 6 seconds, and you're gonna have it up every time you're back from invisibility. So you're practically non-stop invisible if you use the skill right. After that, one of the best skills you have is the Shadow Drain. You put a point into Cyclone Sweep and then into Shadow Drain. What this allows you to do is, while you're invisible, you deal damage to the enemy and you poison him. And after he's poisoned, when you use the skill, you're gonna have a 6 additional seconds of stealth. Like, you're gonna stay stealth for 6 seconds longer, and on top of that it recovers 15 focus over 5 seconds, which is insanely good with assassins, because you're gonna stay invisible for like the whole run, and it's gonna give you so much damage potential if you have this skill in your skill tree. Really recommend you guys to get this. The next one is Shadow Slash. This is really good for PvE reasons because it's an AoE attack. If an enemy is on the ground, it does more damage, like double the damage or even more than that. And if you critical hit while he's on the ground, you will even can use it once more, which is gonna be even bigger damage. So it's really good, but you have to ground the enemies first, and since it's in a dungeon where you're not gonna fight many ads, you don't really need the skill. I just have it in because when I do PvE I change my bomb to the grounding thing, so I can use this in PvE reasons. But in this dungeon you're just gonna go for the bosses, not for the ads, so you will not really need this skill. We go on with Swift Step. It's a really important skill since it allows you to get 6 seconds more stealth, like the Shadow Drain did, but this one doesn't recover focus. It makes you visible for a short period of time. You hit the enemy from above, stun him. Usually you use this when there are ads around the boss and you don't want to get hit, because sometimes the ads see you only for a brief moment and do AoEs. This stuns all the ads and you can focus on the boss, and you can stay 6 seconds more stealth. That's really good. Then we go on to Poison Breath. I have this as a secure measure. Like, you have the bomb that's gonna poison the enemies while you're visible, but you will need more. Like, this is the skill that saves your life. I put 3 points into it because it also heals you then. And so if you're in a dire situation, you can just use this and use then tap to get invisible after the enemy is poisoned. I'm gonna come back to tap after I show you the next skills I'm having. This is set landmine. It's usually the mine that you always know, but I changed it to set landmine, which stacks 1 poison, uses only 2 focus when you put 3 points into it. If you put only 2 points, it still uses 3 focus instead of 2. So I want to have this in case I don't have any other poisoning skills while I'm invisible, so I can use my Shadow Drain to stay invisible. Then we go to smoke screen. That's your shuriken. If you skill 3 points into the right tree, like you see it here, you can be able to make you invisible, and not only you, usually the whole team. Like if you have a team of people, if you use this, everyone who walks into the mist that this creates is gonna get invisible and can go 10 seconds invisible. This is really good to skip mobs and go to the next room, or if you're not invisible and you have troubles, you can use this and you will get invisible right away, and yeah, can save your life. Did save mine a lot of times. Then we have sneak attack. You will not really use the skill. The thing that's important here is the throwing dagger, since this stacks 1 poison and can be used while in stealth. So this is one of the main things you're gonna use while in stealth to actually poison the enemies, so your Shadow Drain can keep you invisible. We go to Lotus Fury, 3 points in here. You will need Lotus Fury because it's really important skill. It makes you invulnerable while attacking. While using the skill, you cannot get any kind of damage. You resist everything. And that's the point. There are mobs here on the last boss, spheres, that do a AoE attack that deals a ton of damage, and on top of that, it throws you away really far. And if that happens, usually the boss jumps to you or uses an attack that cannot be avoided. So that's why you use this skill then, and then you can be safe during this period of time and will not fall back and will not take any kind of damage. This was with the skills, with the points I did. Now to the tap I told you guys, it's the hook kick. While you use this when visible, if the enemy is poisoned, you can use this and you get stealth for 6 seconds, like usually, and it recovers 5 whole focus. It costs 1 focus, so look that you have 1 focus. Do an auto attack between if you don't have enough, and poison your enemy with either poison breath or the bomb, and then use this, and you're immediately invisible again and can start on doing your damage again. Well, that's it to my skill tree, guys. I'm gonna do this fast so you can, if for you guys who do it with the icons, you can see it here, how I put my points and then put them in. Like, you can stop the video here and watch them fast. And yeah, let's now start with a dungeon. I'm gonna go through you guys how to do it and why I do stuff, so you understand and see, like, you can do every dungeon with this loadout. It doesn't mean that you have to get new skills for something. Like, it's easy to do it, and yeah, actually every assassin should be able to do this. So you go behind the boss, you poison him once, and you wait till 1 second, go backwards and use your number 1 skill, the dash, to get invisible again. So you're going again, 1 second, going backwards, invisible. And you do that all the time. Like, if you see that you can use Shadow Drain, do it, because Shadow Drain is gonna give you more damage and more focus, so you don't have to walk back that fast. But if you don't have to, don't do it. Just do it like this and it's okay. Go back in 1 second and do it again. What you can also do is double SS, like jump backwards and use it then. That works too, but it's harder to do because sometimes it doesn't really accept your double SS. So I just walk back in the last second. Yeah, as you can see, he's almost dead. He's doing his attack now. That means I fucked up. I wasn't invisible. Like, right now I have to look that I get invisible again and can do my damage. Stand behind him so that when 1 second is up, you can do the same like you did before, and yeah, the damage can keep going on without having much problems. But you see on my HP there, I lost a lot of HP just from that one hit he got on me. Like, really be careful, cause it's harsher than it looks sometimes. Invisible, and now go on to the next room. Getting some life back. Hoping this guy doesn't turn around. Perfect. And going to the next boss. Same thing here, you just stay behind him. Not much you need to look at. You can do that almost on every boss. Like, some bosses are a little bit harder, like on the last one. There you can, if you do that too much, they can reset, but this one doesn't, so you can just keep going on and do your damage here. What you also can do is, as long as you have your poison stacks on the enemy, is to use tap as soon as you're visible again. This is gonna have the same effect like when you use your one when you're behind. Like as soon as they're poisoned, you can use it and it should make you invisible again. I'm gonna show you guys right now. There we go. Like you're invisible again exactly at that moment, so no one is really gonna focus you. There, I got hit again. To be careful I don't get hit more. Okay. Be really careful, because if you get hit a little bit too much or from a skill you cannot evade with, or if the ice sphere hits you, you're gonna be slowed, and that's gonna kill you instantly. Like, there are so many ads here which are gonna kill you pretty fast, so be careful about that. This should be enough for this boss, and we should be able to go on now. To the last boss. The last boss is a little bit more special here, because there are not only one, there are two bosses, which after 25% HP drained change positions. Like first you fight against the first one, and then against the second one, then against the first one again, and in the end you fight both of them at the same time, which is not a big problem. Since you're an assassin, you can do that without having too much of trouble against them. I'm gonna show you in a sec now. We have to kill the guard captains first, so the door opens. Let's do that, and then I can show you guys. As you see, my number 3 skill is used only to get me invisible sometimes. And yeah, that's the only use I have for it. Like, sometimes you need it to over seconds. If you see, like, okay, I don't have much time to walk backwards, or SS is not really working, you use just the number 3. And yeah, it has the same concept. Now here you can get a dragon blood if you're not secure that you will survive that. For the first few times, I suppose you should take this till you know the patterns of the bosses and know how to fight against them. After that, it's not really necessary. So I'm gonna leave it be for me right now, but you guys should seriously take it at the beginning, when you start doing it, when you don't know how to do it the right way, till you're used to the bosses and their patterns. Then it's easy, actually. It always starts with the green one, so you want to go back, poison him, and start with your combo. That's right click and F what you do, nothing else. That's the combo I told you at the beginning, like R&B and F. That's the main combo for assassins, and it has insanely damage. I'd say even while invisible, you have the highest damage in the game as an assassin. So as soon as he has 25% lower, now 75, we took 25% away, he starts doing his aerial attacks. This guy is gonna jump 4 times, and every time when he hits you, he's gonna poison you, and it's gonna hurt a lot. So you have to walk just around, you don't have to do any skills, anything, just walking is enough to avoid that, and then he's gonna jump back to his place. Now there are gonna spawn spheres on these little platforms that you see there. You have to kill the spheres while fighting the boss. Like, after the one jumps away, this one is gonna jump to me. Always let him jump before you get invisible. If you get invisible before he jumped, he's gonna simply reset, because he doesn't see you there, and immediately the system thinks, okay, there's no opponent to fight with, so yeah, I don't have to be there. Now, kill this guy first here, because that's gonna be a pain in the ass if he does the AoE attack. This should be enough to kill him now. So now you don't have to worry anymore about the AoE attack that he can do. Now you can even use against the bosses the decoy to get invisible. It's sometimes they do the normal attacks where you can use it, but sometimes they do the AoE devastating attack, which you cannot decoy from. Okay, this one is done. Now get visible again. This one doesn't jump, this one only does this AoE devastating attack. Just walk out of it, and he's gonna jump back to his place, and then the poison one is then gonna start to jump to you again. Like right now. You turn around, wait, as soon as you see the red circle on the ground, you double SS, and then you just Q to him, like, yeah, run to him, dash to him, whatever, and do your damage. Be careful from his attacks. He has this nasty poison attack, which stacks poison on you really fast, and it deals so much damage. So really be careful about that, because yeah, you don't want to die in here, especially not in a stupid way like that. Okay, this is done. Now 25% again, now it's on 50. This is the last time, by the way, he's gonna jump like this. After 50, as soon as he reaches 25%, the spheres will disappear, and the blue boss is gonna reappear. Like, you have to fight both of them at the same time. Right now he's gonna jump back to his place, and the blue one is gonna spawn on the same period. The green dude right there is gonna spawn here a new sphere. To just turn around, do the same like before. There I made a mistake. Okay. Survived that, but really close. Let's take a potion. Just wait for the rest circle and go back. I did that a little too early there. It was a little too hasty. Now again, go and kill this guy. You can do that after the boss jump. Don't do it before, or the boss is gonna reset. Like, if you do it now, it doesn't matter. You can do it without worrying too much. Get invisible again and start your combo right away. And now you don't have to worry for a devastating attack from the spheres, and you can focus solely on the boss. If you do a last second decoy, you can have a poison hit for free, which is gonna be awesome to stack poison on the enemy. That's additional damage that you always want to have on him. And on top of that, it's gonna allow you to make yourself invisible more often. Yeah, that was the last time you have to fight a single one of them. Like, this time I have to finish off this guy as fast as possible and hopefully not get visible while doing so. He's gonna jump, go away, and then start doing your combo right away. Since I already poisoned him with my grenade, I can use my Shadow Drain to get invisible. Yeah. 29, 28, the spheres already disappeared, and the other boss now should have started to come back. You will see his motion, like when he wants to jump, he's gonna do this gorilla thing where he hits his chest. That means that he's about to jump, so if he does that, be careful and wait for the jump, and then await it with SS. Go to a clear space, because when he jumps, he's gonna jump where you are, no matter if you're invisible or not. Like now. Just go here. He's gonna jump there, and you await it and go to the first boss again. Careful not to die here. Get invisible. The first boss is dead, and now to the second one. This is now a walk in the park. You don't have to worry much now, since one boss is dead and the second one is not really much to worry about. So you can just kill him now, and yeah, that's it. That's actually the way to do it solo. It's really easy. You can do it almost in every dungeon like this. You just have to look after the pattern, so if a mistake happens, you can make that up for it with your playstyle, like waiting, like doing other skills, not just to fixate on these two skills and just leave it be like that. So yeah, that's all you have to know to do solo stuff as an assassin. You can do practically every dungeon that's out right now at the moment solo with this. Almost everything but the bosses that are a little harder to do. Like there are bosses in Poe 26-man, and Poe 6-man, which have a devastating attack, which is not very easy to, await. You have to do it really heavily there. This is the last dude that comes up. He's really weak. He's actually just, a last fight which gives you the chest, and in this chest you can have many good things. Like right now I got a Seal Forgotten Brightstone Gauntlet. You need the weapon from here to get your weapon to max, but on top of that you can have recipes. The recipes that you get from here can be up to 80 gold worth. That's like the Moonwater Stones thingies that you can craft are really expensive, and you can farm them here and make your money. That's why I decided to do it in Brightstone runes, to show you guys how to do Brightstone runes easy and without much trouble. I hope this video helped you a lot, guys. If it helped you and if you liked it, please press the like button. It helps me a lot. Subscribe if you want to, and yeah, leave a comment if you have questions. I'm gonna answer all of them as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.